celebrate our new program in physical therapy in this wonderful building. So I would like to acknowledge that our trustees are here. They've been here for 3 days for meetings, and we always try to plan these special events when they can be here with us, so we're grateful for that. And we also have the Campisi family here with us. Sal and Jean, son Sal Jr. and Sandra, Ginger and Rick Harrison, their daughter, and Renee. So thank you all for joining us. And also I would like to introduce the platform party here. Mr. and Mrs. Campisi, Chairman Robert Fryer, Chairman of the Board, class of 1970, and our Provost, Brad Hollingshead, the Director of our whole physical therapy program, Dr. Nancy Nuzzo, and our Chaplain, Tim Wright. So, at this time, I'd like to invite Dr. Kerr to come.
Well, thank you for joining us on this historic occasion as we dedicate this gorgeous new facility that houses one of the most important programs at Florida Southern College. So we have some of the nation's most talented students. I see some of them standing over there who are going to soon be doctors of physical therapy. And as I was tripping up here, I was praying I wouldn't be their first client. But I'd love to thank Sal and Jean for making this dream become a reality for our institution. Without this kind of support, we could never have embarked upon a journey of this magnitude to start from ground zero a Doctor of Physical Therapy program and all of the many requirements that we have to meet to have a state-of-the-art, fully accredited program. So as you all know, when you go into the health sciences, everything in our nation has to be so carefully regulated in order to ensure the highest level of quality. But I can guarantee you that the highest level of quality is taking place within the walls that the Campisi family have made possible, and that lives will truly be changed and transformed by the work of the students who come out of there and by the work of the faculty who are teaching them. So we are very blessed institutionally to share the blessings of Mr. and Mrs. Campisi and the Campisi family. Thank you all so very much, and for other friends who have invested in this. So we are grateful, and now it is my pleasure to thank Mr. Campisi with, this is a chance for me to trip again. This is a picture of the building so that you can enjoy this every day. So the college has given a picture of this beautiful building to Mr. and Mrs. Campisi. We get to enjoy this every day, but now they will have this memento to remind them of how important this is to the life of our college. So thank you so much. It is my pleasure to introduce our Vice President for Academic Affairs. He might be your second patient of the day, Dr. Brad Hollingshead.
Thank you, Dr. Phillips. I did decide to take a different route up to this podium. So good afternoon to everyone that's joined us today. I thank you for coming here for this dedication of the Jean and Sal Campisi Senior Academic Center for Physical Therapy. I'm delighted to have this opportunity to talk to you and share some of my thoughts about the significance of this new building and what it will mean for our students and our community. Before sharing those thoughts, though, I want to take a moment to thank some people who have brought us to this occasion. First, I want to thank several members of our cabinet, as well as one former member. Our president, Dr. Ann Kerr, our vice president for finance and administration, Mr. Terry Dennis, and our former provost and my predecessor, Dr. Kyle Fedler, all deserve special recognition on this occasion. It was their vision and leadership that made possible the launch of our Doctor of Physical Therapy program and the completion of this wonderful facility that now houses it. I thank each of you for your hard work and dedication to this great college. Because of leaders like you, that vision is now a reality, and we stand here today in a place from which the next generation of physical therapists will go out to serve our community. Two other members of the cabinet who deserve special recognition are Dr. Rob Tate, Vice President of Advancement, and Ms. Heather Ferris, Vice President of Development. The tireless work of you and your staff keeps bringing to us the support and resources that we need to stay on the move, and I want you to know how much your commitment is appreciated. I also want to thank the distinguished members of our Board of Trustees for your excellent stewardship of Florida Southern. Your dedication keeps us moving forward too and makes this a great place to learn and work. Most importantly, I want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Campisi and their family. Your generosity will touch the lives of many students and through them, the lives of more people than we can ever count. I am so glad that this center bears your name as testimony to your commitment to fulfilling a genuine community need. The need for exceptional physical therapists is indeed great, and I want you to know that the ones who graduate from Florida Southern will be well prepared to make our communities healthier, stronger, and happier. Our mission at Florida Southern is to prepare students to make a positive and consequential impact on society. And the key to fulfilling that mission is creating learning environments that will empower our students to do just that. A superficial scan of the higher education landscape would suggest that neither our mission nor our approach is all that unique. Most schools have similar missions, usually couched in much more idealistic language than ours, and none of them will tell you that they have anything less than an engaging academic environment. However, I want to suggest that a deeper dive reveals that once you move beyond the superficialities of institutional language, Florida Southern does stand out from the crowd in significant ways. And I do think that I can speak with some authority on this. As I took on this new position, I realized I've been in higher ed for 30 years. So let's just say that I've been around the block more than once. Let me give just two reasons why Florida Southern stands out. The first has to do with our history. The built environment has been vital to the academic life of Florida Southern ever since Frank Lloyd Wright dubbed our campus a child of the sun. He understood, and we have carried on this legacy, especially in this building that extends our campus into Dixieland, that the spaces we inhabit can uplift, inspire, and stimulate the best that is in us, or that they can have the opposite effect, especially when they lack intentionality and purpose. I have been on many campuses where the learning environment is strangely dissociated from the actual places where students learn, as if they were just neutral containers that educators fill up with knowledge and tools from their disciplines. To put it simply, those places are often taken for granted and rarely thought to be an important part of preparing students for the world. In contrast, place and learning are inextricably connected here at Florida Southern. And as you look at the beauty of this building, please keep in mind that its inspiration is not just the look that we associate with Wright's architecture, but the philosophy as well. We understand that the purpose of this environment is to empower students to be the best physical therapists that they can be, and every element of its design has that purpose in mind. That's what it takes to create a total learning environment that empowers students. And please know, Mr. and Mrs. Campisi, that we will never take this remarkable learning environment for granted. The second reason that we are different has to do with outcomes. As the cliche goes, the proof is in the pudding. The intentional way that we approach the overall learning environment has produced amazing outcomes for our graduates. And there is no doubt in my mind that Dean Nuzzo and her faculty will continue to do the same, and that this building will play an important role in their doing so. Everywhere you turn in this building, you can see how it is on the cutting edge of physical therapy education, whether it's the technology that makes learning collaborative or the setup of the anatomy lab that allows students to get to the heart of what they need to know rather than spending endless hours dissecting. They have all that is needed for physical therapy therapy education in the 21st century at their fingertips. But it has much more than that. The building is designed for learning beyond the discipline. It is designed to teach our graduates how to work on teams with people who are different from themselves. It is designed to help them learn to think in integrative ways, to see how what works in one context can be applied in other contexts, both in and beyond the classroom. It is designed to engage them in solving unscripted problems, whether those relate to the ethical dimensions of physical therapy or the complex factors that impact physical health. Physical therapy at its core is about community, and this building is designed to empower our graduates to work in the community. Anything less would fall short of what is needed. If all we wanted was for our students to adapt to what already is, then any space might serve that purpose. But we want them to make a difference in the world, to make a positive and consequential impact on our society. And to do that, we need spaces that will bring out the best in them. That is what the Campisi Center will do. That is its significance to both our students and our community, and that is why we are so grateful to the Campisi family. Thank you for this wonderful building. And let me bring now to the podium Chairman Robert Fryer.
I was trying to avoid falling over. Good afternoon. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Florida Southern College and my fellow alumni, I extend our deepest appreciation to Gene and Sal Campisi and everyone who has helped create this extraordinary new facility that will serve as the home of the new School of Physical Therapy. We thank you all. Appreciate it.
And to give us our prayer of dedication, our chaplain, Tim Wright.
Will you join me in prayer? Holy God, what a joy it is to gather together on this wonderful occasion. We give thanks for the Campisi family, for their commitment to this community, and their generosity that has made this day possible. As we dedicate this special space, we look forward with anticipation for how it will be used to impact the lives of those who study here, and how they in turn will bring health and wellness to all of those under their care. Bless this endeavor in your amazing grace. Amen.
Thank you, Tim. And now I would like to invite the following people to come join us as we cut the ribbon. Dr. Kerr, Mr. and Mrs. Campisi, Chairman Fryer, Dr. Hollingshead, and Dr. Nuzzo, and Reverend Wright, and Steve Buck, who's chairman of the Buildings and Grounds Committee of the Board of Trustees, Terry Dennis, who manages all the construction on campus, our architect, Mike Murphy, Jason Rada and Jody Rada of Rada Construction, and Mr. and Mrs. Cliff Coleman. The Colemans also made a magnificent gift to this building in naming the classroom on the first floor.
All right. Come over here and look at him first. Are you good? Yeah. All right. Let me scoot you back one second. And I want you forward a little bit. Okay, perfect. Look right here. Ready? 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, now gentlemen, once you
1,
get
2, and
the
3.
skills, we're going to cut. So you ready?
All right. Yes, we're ready when you guys are.
Okay, 1,